Hey everybody, good morning. Wendy Emerson here. I am going to make another loaf of keto bread because I made this loaf about 2 days ago and it's almost gone. You can actually store these for like 3 to 4 days in the fridge in an airtight container. So I'm going to make another loaf of this, and what I'll do is I'll go through the recipe together live with you, and I'm going to throw it in the oven, and then when it comes out I will show it to you guys again. So the first time I made it, first of all, let me take you through the ingredients, okay? So this recipe has 6 eggs that you separate, okay? So I've separated my 6 eggs. I've done my prep work ahead of time here. We're going to use 1.5 cups of almond flour. I've got 4 tablespoons of melted butter. 3 teaspoons, okay, teaspoons of baking powder, not baking soda, baking powder, and you want to use aluminum free, okay? And I've got 1/4 teaspoon of cream of tartar, and I am going to add just a splash of stevia sweetener to kind of reduce the eggy taste, okay? So let me get my egg yolk started. So we're going to put our egg yolks, you can use a hand mixer, a stand mixer, a food processor, but you want to get high peaks in your eggs, okay? So we're going to let that go for a minute. And when I'm baking bread, I like to use a stoneware loaf pan because nothing sticks to this. So I'm actually going to spray this with just a little bit of oil. Okay, so it's just sprayed a little tiny bit of oil in it. So I'm going to set this aside. Now, I'm not a perfect chef. I'm a Pampered Chef, so I usually always screw something up in my recipes. So this is only the second time I've made this, so we'll see how well this recipe prep goes. So we're already getting some nice foaminess to the egg white. So we're going to let those get stiff peaks. And then we're going to start to mix the other ingredients in. So while that's going, I'm going to take my little food processor, okay? This little manual food processor. This blade can come right out and go in the dishwasher. And I'm going to start by adding my egg yolks to this. And I'm going to add my, let's see. This is almost done. So exciting. Okay, I know that's loud, you guys, but I just want you to see this. So we've got stiff peaks now with our egg whites, okay? So let me just scrape off what's on here, okay? Let's get that in there. All right. So now I've got my egg yolks in my little food processor here. I'm going to add my butter to this, okay? I'm going to add my almond flour. See, make sure you guys can see this, okay? And this is going to become like a little pasty. Okay, I'm going to add, just making sure here, I'm going to add my baking powder, not baking soda, and I'm going to add some cream of tartar. Actually, this cream of tartar needs to go in my, see, I always screw something up. So I'm going to add my cream of tartar to my egg yolk, my egg whites, and I'm just going to beat those for another minute or 2. So we've got some, look at that. Can you see that? So we've got now some nice stiff peaks on our eggs, okay? This is what's going to make the bread rise as if it had yeast in the dough, but there's no yeast because you've seen all the ingredients that we've got in this, okay? So now I've got my flour, my eggs, my baking powder, and my butter in my little food processor. So let me take this off. So we are done with the mixer. I'm going to take this off of here. Let's give ourselves some space back here. Okay. So we're going to take our little mixture of our flour, butter, baking soda, and we're just going to mix this up, okay? Now you can use a food processor, like a power one. And this is a good little workout, okay? And you can see it becomes sort of like a mustardy looking paste. Now it looks like that speckled because it's almond flour. So the almond flour is not pure white. The almond flour is actually ground up almonds. That's what almond flour is. So it looks a little bit funny, right? So now we're going to take a good old scoop of our, these are our egg whites that we've beaten, okay? And we're going to add a couple scoops to our little food processor. And we're going to start to blend this in, okay? Because the whole idea is we want to thin this batter down with the egg whites, and then we're going to add, and then we're going to bake it. Okay, so as this gets blended now, we're going to start to gradually, and I'm going to use a whisk, okay? We're going to start to gradually mix this really thick mixture back into our egg whites. And I know this seems complicated, but this is what makes it light and airy, okay? So let me take this blade out of here. And I'm going to use a little scraper, and I'm going to scrape this pasty dough right out of here into my egg whites. Okay. All right, so we are all done with that. So let's, okay. So now it kind of doesn't look like much, right? We've got our pasty dough and our egg whites. So I'm just going to gradually mix this together. We do not want to lose the fluffiness of the eggs, okay? So I'm not whisking as if I were whisking eggs, but I am using the whisk to fully blend this batter together. So it kind of looks like, well, I don't really want to tell you what it kind of looks like because the batter is actually not very appetizing. But again, it's going to have that speckled look to it. And it is going to be, your batter is going to be a little lumpy, just so you know when you make this bread. Okay? So now, just blend that. Okay? So now you can kind of see there how it looks. Okay, so now we're just going to pour this into our bread pan with my little scraper. So it kind of looks like a cross between cake batter and whipped cream. It's got like a little bit of a pasty texture to it. Okay, now they do caution you not to overbeat the eggs. And again, this is only the second time I've made it, so, you know, it didn't rise as well as I wanted it to the first time. So I'm trying it again, and I tried mixing it a little bit differently this time. So we'll see how well this comes out. So it goes in the oven for 30 minutes on 375. So I'm going to put this in the oven now, and then when it comes out in a half hour, I'll show it to you guys, and we'll see how it turned out, okay? So thanks for watching. I'm going to be sharing keto recipes. I'm going to try to share them every single day, things that I've been trying, and websites that I found that are helpful to adapting to a keto-friendly lifestyle. So I hope you enjoyed this, and I hope you guys, if you try this recipe, which I'll post in the comments, let me know what you think of it, and let me know how yours turned out. Maybe post a picture. So stay tuned in a half hour, and I'll show you the results. See you later.